Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Dogecoin dip currently happening. Is this the dip before the rip? Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. Next live stream will be Friday at 5 o'clock. We'll have an end of the week talk about the status of crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana going down, what's going on with that, failed transactions, all of that. We'll get into more of that side of the story during the live stream. But now we're going to talk about Doge. I know some of you getting a little worried of Doge price going down, but is this accumulation time or is it the beginning of a larger bear move? And what could cause Dogecoin to rip? We'll get into all of that. Let's take a closer look. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we'll start here by looking at the current Dogecoin chart, and we just had a dip below 17 cents this morning and dipped all the way down to 16.75. That is a buying opportunity, accumulation time. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Could it go lower? Sure, there's a lot of negativity in the market right now. A lot of people I hear from you saying, it just keeps going lower, I'm going to sell. It's like, where are you going to make your money, right? When the price is down. That's when you accumulate for bigger gains in the future. That's what I'm doing. That's what I say. Not a financial advisor, but we could see that. But right now, yes, there is negative volatility. We do see price action downward. Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin is seeing significant red selling candles, and that is still continuing as Bitcoin looks like it could drop below 66,000, but we're talking $66,000 Bitcoin. That is just an incredible price. And even for Doge, you know, at 17 cents here. I mean, Doge isn't at 7 cents, it's at 17 cents. So much higher than it just was just a couple of months ago. But does that mean Doge is going to go back and revisit those prices? Not guaranteed. Those looking to buy dips at a lower price, you may still be waiting. But as we're looking at this price now, where is this all coming from? Well, you know, Dogecoin deflates. What's behind the 20% price drop amidst meme coin mania? That's right. Well, because Dogecoin is always compared to these other memes. But as I said yesterday, it's just like, guys, you're seeing these news headlines about memes, and it's like less than 1% of all of the meme tokens out there are the ones that are actually making great gains. And the chance of you being in one of those early is so small that you just have to, you have to take that, these big news headlines about whiff and those that got in whiff very, very early and now have these, 1,000% gains. That's just a small percentage of overall. If you go and you chase these other tokens, there's a good chance you're going to get wrecked on them. So be careful out there. But Dogecoin finds itself in a curious situation. While the number of holders and overall interest in Doge surges, its price has experienced a significant drop in the past week. This inconsistency reflects the broader volatility of the meme coin market, currently experiencing an influx of novice traders. And I know there are some of you who are out there who are chasing these things. Be careful. That's all I say. You might get lucky on one. Great if you do, but just make sure you understand the risks involved as well. Technical indicators point a concerning picture for Doge's immediate future. So we do have to be careful of that. And I know there's a lot of you that just recently bought Dogecoin in this last move up over 20 cents, and now you're down on that investment. Look, winners are made when you hold, right? And we see that long term. If you believe in the 4-year cycles, you've been following me, and you know that the price is going to be going back up and even much higher. This is the accumulation period. That's right. Is it a good time to accumulate Dogecoin right now? MV/RV ratio is the opportunity zone, suggesting Doge is ripe for accumulation. There's about $1.2 billion worth of Doge would turn profitable following a 4% price turnaround. So despite the recent drop in its market value, Dogecoin is now positioned favorably for accumulation. The MVRV, market value to realized value ratio, which assesses investors' profit or loss status, suggests that Doge is ripe for buying. Ripe for buying. That's what we see with the confluence here between current price and where people have recently bought. So that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that big move back up so that the reds out there can turn back to greens and we can turn that around. The Doge price prediction right now is bullish, and we're looking at this. This was made yesterday before the more recent dip that we're just seeing now. So that's what we're looking at for the accumulation period. Going forward, can Doge hit 30 cents in April? Can this still happen? And this is a Today article. This isn't one written before this dip. This is happening now. Dogecoin once again in the spotlight after a week of bearish momentum. This has led to speculation about Dogecoin's potential price action this month and whether the OG meme coin can rebound and hit 30 cents for the first time in over 2 years. Yes, there is still optimism in the market for Dogecoin despite the price roller coaster. And we do have that happening. Understand that some of you are still worried there about Dogecoin and its move down. However, some believe a higher low is forming on the daily chart, suggesting that the current dip might be a temporary setback before the next leg up. Despite the recent pullback, the Doge Fear and Greed Index is still sitting at 54%, a neutral, but a little bit better than 50%. This suggests that the market is not yet overly bearish on Dogecoin and that there may be room for optimism going forward. So, we have the upcoming Doge Day on 4/20. That 4/20 date is corresponding with the Bitcoin halving. That's going to be an interesting day of trading. It's on a Saturday, so we don't have the stock markets open. It'll be interesting to see what cryptos do that trading day. That's going to be dynamic, and I'll be live that day, a little bit probably later in the day after I get back from my trip for that week. But it will be exciting. That's the glimmer of hope on the horizon, April 20th, affectionately known as Doge Day. And we have this cycle of 7 years, and someone mentioned this in the live stream the other day, and I was like, 7-year cycle? What is this? It was like, no, we're 4-year cycles. 4-year cycles again and again and again. But that's Bitcoin. We're talking about Doge here, and Doge may have a slightly different trajectory here, which is kind of interesting. Trader Tardigrade saying that, look, we had back 2017, Doge was 0.0007. That's 0007. We never believed Doge would spike to then 0.003. Then to 0.009, back over a penny that essentially was, and then to 35 cents. Today, we're at 22. Now, this was posted when Doge was already moving up and was sort of at its height of like FOMO at 22 cents. We won't believe Doge will be $2, $9, and $40. Don't miss the opportunity. History repeats. So, Are we looking at the same sort of 7-year cycle, which has a large sort of cup and handle that happens, and then we have a descending wedge? So could we see this same kind of thing of a cup and a handle? And actually, that handle that we had back here could be happening right now with this dip. Again, this was posted when Doge was 22 cents going up, and now we've seen this retracement back down, touching just below 17 cents now, 16.8 or so. This could be the handle, which he didn't put on this chart here, but that handle then would mimic what we had back here in 2017 before a first leg up, then a retrace, and then the big rip. So do we see that happening? Will that happen? Not up here, but down here, where that handle is, because that's more in line with what we would expect, is that handle, then a rip, then we would see possibly another descending wedge, but the price will already be way up when that happens before an eventual rip. So what could cause these kind of rips? Well, a lot of people saying Elon Musk and X payments and all that. But this article is really talking more about the Tesla news and thinks that Tesla news may be bigger than X payments and may actually have a better chance of actually happening. Known for playfully promoting Dogecoin across social media, Elon Musk started 2023 teasing the prospect of actual business adoption at his EV auto giant Tesla. Actually, it was more like 2024 because this has just happened. Although Musk didn't provide many details, he hinted at the possibility of adding Doge payments to the options that previously supported Bitcoin. So this has led to Dogecoin already seeing some pumps and some accumulation happening. We had payment integration of Bitcoin after Tesla had bought about $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. And then they've recently sold some of that, but because they needed cash on hand for some other things they were doing. But they could turn this back on and add Dogecoin as well, because Elon Musk just said that during his visit to the Tesla manufacturing plant in Berlin. He hinted that Dogecoin might become an official payment method for Tesla cars in the future. His comment has generated a lot of enthusiasm within the Dogecoin community. So, as a vocal Dogecoin supporter with a track record of manifesting follower suggestions, Musk likely plants seeds for an actual rollout rather than just cosmetic nods to the community. He has done this before. We can see the possibility of this coming in the future. Expanding Tesla's crypto payment roster to include an asset like Dogecoin matches Musk's maverick branding and provides headline-grabbing consumer optionality around digital assets, rarely offered by legacy auto brands. We will not see that otherwhere. This is Elon leading the way, just like he does with SpaceX and rockets. He leads the way. Given Doge's incredibly low transaction fees and reasonable confirmation times, few technical hurdles block integration like slow blockchains or excessive miner charges. So we've shown this too. I play this clip of Elon saying Bitcoin, not good for transactions, but Dogecoin actually is a better transactional cryptocurrency. And Elon supports it, and he has said that time and time again. So, potential Doge price explosion impacts. History shows that when major corporations announce support for crypto payment adoption, speculative interest and new adopters rush into the respective assets, causing dominoes to fall on previously long-doubted rumors that finally materialize at retail. So, do you want to be selling your Dogecoin and being totally out of the game when something like this has the potential for happening? And I know we're seeing a dip right now in the Dogecoin market, and there's a lot of negativity, but again, we talked about wealth building last summer. The time to accumulate is when the price is down for potential greater gains in the future. So that's what I'm doing. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about the dip before the rip? Are you buying a little more? We'll explore this more. The live stream on Friday at 5 o'clock. Give the video a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.